Hello and welcome. My name is Lisa Marie Grantham, and I'm founder of the Goddess Lifestyle Plan. And I'm with Lisa Michaels, founder of Natural Rhythms. And this is our final video that we'll be talking about as a preview, a promo, so to speak, for our joint venture coming up called Create a Dynamic Year 2020 for Entrepreneurs. It's a virtual planning day, and it is a game changer, ladies. My entrepreneurial ladies out there, we really want to help support you in creating a really fantastic business plan, so to speak, for the year, so that you have really rooted and grounded plans that you can then just go ahead and implement. And this virtual planning day gives you plenty of time, step by step, hand holding. We'll be hanging out. I'll be drinking tea. Who knows what else might be in my glass, but that's secret. You'll have to tune in to find out. But I'm super excited about it. And Lisa also included an amazing bonus, which we spoke about in the last video. And it's 3 hours of her business strategies that she's gleaned from top multi-million business owners. And I'm really excited because what I've heard from the preview, I'm already like, oh, I cannot wait to, map it out. What I've discovered and learned is that mapping it out is a game changer in the bottom line of your business. And I'm just going to add this too, in your sanity. In your sanity. Let me just say that I was a mama for years. I'm an empty nester now. So this particular feminine multi-focus video that we're going to be doing for you today is so important. Men are wired differently. However, women are being called more and more to have businesses, to serve, to be in the entrepreneurial field and realm out there. So how do we do it? We're wired very differently. And Lisa's going to give us an explanation right now.
Thanks, Lisa Marie. So everybody, a few years ago, I really had heard from so many different people, focus on one thing, focus on one thing. And yes, you want to focus on one thing while you're doing that thing. But as women, if that's what we always and only did, then our children wouldn't thrive if we had more than one. I mean, that is the blessing and gift of the feminine consciousness, is that she can be focused on many children, and sometimes one at a time, and sometimes on all the children at once, because she's got this large container of consciousness. You can't just make sure one of them are safe if there's 3 or 4. They've all got to be safe. This is an incredible talent, and this can help you in your business. And how it can help you is if you start holding things, you're not always driving all of them to completion at once. Sometimes one of those babies is going to need one thing and another one is going to need another, but you can help them to grow in development with this multi-focus. This is very different than multitasking. You're not trying to do a whole bunch of things at one time. That doesn't work very well. You are focused on what you are focused on when you're there, but your consciousness is holding space for the other aspects of what you're doing. Now, this is important in your life and in your business when you're creating. So when you've got your vision, when you're really crafted it and you're really tuned into what you're bringing in, there may be multiple levels, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. This is that deep connection to spirit. This is getting super connected to your essence and to your ability to be in mastery. When you're thinking about this lifestyle that you want to create, where do you want to have time off? What experiences do you want to have? Who do you want to be? These are all different things. These are like different babies. Sometimes they require different things. So when you get to a certain level in business, you may have literally multiple businesses. And that is feminine multi-focus. The the greater and stronger your team is, then the more you can branch out and have multiple businesses. You may have some deep contribution that you want to additionally make to the world, and that's something else that you're really holding. So as you're tuned in, give yourself permission to be in your feminine consciousness and hold even the different realms that we're working with. When you hold how they function differently and yet work all together, that's another way this feminine multi-focus works. So in the air realm, and we've talked about this as we've gone along, this invisible realm of words, thoughts, and vibration, each one of these ways of holding consciousness, earth with the systems, the structure, your money, the steps you're taking to get something into form, with water, with flow, magnetizing community, feelings. These are different realms. This is that same way of holding it, holding things that are separate and yet connected and together. That is that ability to multi-focus, leadership, visibility, power, and rhythm. The masculine axis of creation is air and fire. So a lot of times, the masculine either in a woman or the masculine energy is just about thinking and doing. And that's a very, it's a very outer world focused way of looking at things. But when we can really get that feminine axis connected, of the depth of feeling of that embodiment that we talked about, and really connecting to the structures and systems that we have in place, then we get this wholeness of the entirety of creation. And I just want to encourage women to honor that kind of consciousness that can hold multiple children. And it doesn't mean you have to go in 1,000 directions. Sometimes we choose to only have one child. Sometimes we choose not to have children at all. But if you've got a business, you've got an energetic child that you're growing up.
Yes.
And to hold that in such a way that you can see your own abilities to hold multiple things, I think is just really important as a feminine business owner. And Miss Lisa, what do you want to add to all this?
It's just so beautiful. When you look at it, when I look at the slides and I really look at everything, Lisa, as a mother to human babies, and then also building my business baby and all the offshoots, like I could see, the energetic babies, the physical babies, your relationships. And what I know for sure, and I'll just speak for myself, but I have found it to be true for most of the women in my circles and the ones I've worked with, is we really want to live an integrated life. Like, for me, it's not, my life is my business because I have a lifestyle business. It fits in. I don't clock in, with a time card and leave. We
Right.
have to learn as women to juggle life and our business in the same container. There's not these clear defining things. Like I don't leave the office and leave my troubles there like some people with a job do. And I've heard people say that I leave my troubles at work. My business flows with me. And when I have all these things to care for and nurture and bring up, it's very important to understand how each of the elements work in harmony together, how we as women are wired. We're wired to be able to do this with ease and grace. Really, we get in our own way. It's really all there. So just seeing it, I think, really gives me a sense of like, I got this. And I know the women watching today are like, this is so true. And I've got this too. So thank you for sharing.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, ladies, we hope to see you on for Create a Dynamic Year 2020 for entrepreneurs. Listen, I'm going to say it again. It's the end of a year, but it's also the end of a decade. I want you to just take a moment right now. If you're being called to join us and something, whatever it is stopping you from clicking that link and just signing up, whether it's financial or anything else, this day with us and all the information that you're going to be given is going to multiply back to you so much if you do the work. I promise you, you can't unlearn this stuff. and just being able to be in resonance and presence with other like-minded women, there is a vibration that you will absorb, you will carry within you. There is a sisterhood that will be formed, and there is something very magical and powerful around a collective energy, a resonance within a group. So I just put those excuses aside and step into it, step into your entrepreneurial power, and let us show you how to build it in a way that's going to support you in growing in 2020. Okay, so click that link and join us. All right, thanks, Lisa. I'll see you next time. I'll see you during the day.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Hey, bye. Oh, I thought you'd finished.